This is The Confidence Show with Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham. In The Confidence Show, we're talking about confidence, happiness, success, purpose, and achieving your goals. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And remember, the truth is inside you.
That's even another thing. When you compare yourself to other people, you might see other people and think that they're blowing up and they're super successful. But if you ask them, they're still grinding. Like
exactly.
They're still, like when you don't see them out in the public and, you know, all of that shit, when you don't see them on the internet doing videos, they're still on their behind the, you know, quote unquote, behind the scenes grind too.
Right.
They're still working hard. You understand what I'm saying? So the comparison is, the comparison makes no sense because, again, like Joel Santana said, you're you and they're them. Like,
exactly.
There's no real comparison. And we should probably do another show too on this because there's no comparison, and in the same space there's no competition.
Exactly.
Exactly. Because that's another thing that people do when they compare themselves to other people. They begin to think that the other person is their competition.
Right.
And you know, like I said, that's a whole nother video. You know, that's a whole nother discussion. But you know, there is no competition. Why? Because there's no comparison. Because let me tell you, the first thing you gotta understand is that the first thing you did before you even came out of your mom was you was in a race with a bunch of other sperm cells.
Right.
You know, you were in a race with millions of other sperm cells, and you made it to that egg, right? So that by itself, symbolically speaking, shows you that you're different from millions of others.
Right.
You have to understand how different you are than the millions of other sperm cells that was racing with you that day.
Real talk.
So that's something that you should take into consideration at the very, very first of it. And then realize that, you know, your mom and your dad, their genes came together from a long line of other genes and other, you know, if you want to say tribes or different countries and races and, you know, languages and cultures. And your mom and your dad, somehow they met each other, and your dad spit that game to your mom, got her to give up the pussy, right? And then that set you on the course in that race against the millions of other sperm cells, and you're the one that made it out.
Exactly.
You're the one that made it out. So automatically you're different from everybody else, period. With all those factors that I just